Fans of the fifth and final season of The Last Kingdom will have something extra to look forward to next year. A Netflix feature film is in the works. Fans are now equally excited about the upcoming fifth season and the feature film. Although this is unfortunately the final season of the popular show, viewers are looking forward to everything that's in store. Stay tuned for all the inside details. The Last Kingdom feature-length film revealed. Star Alexander Dreymon stated in late October at MCM London Comic-Con that the story of The Last Kingdom would be concluded with a feature-length film that titled Seven Kings Must Die, which will be released on Netflix. However, it was revealed earlier this year that the forthcoming season would be the show's final season. The creative team felt forced to look into ideas for a final hurrah. For the 2-hour special, Dreymon will reprise his famed role as Uhtred of Bebbanburg, while Carnival Films has teased appearances from many other returning characters. They are staying quiet about who else is in the cast, though, in order to avoid spoiling any of the thrilling twists in The Last Kingdom Season 5, which is set to premiere in 2022, prior to movie-size conclusion. Dreymon expresses gratitude to fans for their immensely faithful support of the show over the previous 6 years in a statement released after the panel, calling Seven Kings Must Die an epic finish to a magnificent trip. The cast and crew of The Last Kingdom will return to Budapest for the project, where the program has always been shot, to bring a script written by Martha Hillier, Seasons 4 and 5, to reality. Edward Bazalgette, who directed several previous chapters of The Last Kingdom, as well as episodes of The Witcher, Doctor Who, and Poldark, will return to the director's chair. "We couldn't be more excited to continue The Last Kingdom with a feature-length film," producer Nigel Marchand said. "Despite the fact that Season 5 brings the series to a close, there was always one more narrative we wanted to tell. There's no information on the plot of Seven Kings Must Die yet, but it's safe to assume that it'll be influenced at least in part by Cornwell's final 3 volumes, War of the Wolf, Sword of Kings, and Warlord, with the number of new faces scheduled to be introduced." Similarly, no release date for the special has been established yet, but it will air on Netflix UK following the 5th season, with filming beginning next year. The Last Kingdom Season 5 details. It is common knowledge that the first 4 seasons of The Last Kingdom were based on the first 8 books in Bernwald Cornwell's Saxon Stories, a series of historical novels about the birth of England in both the 9th and 10th centuries. However, prolific author Cornwell has written 5 additional novels, leaving plenty of material for The Last Kingdom team to mine for the upcoming 5th season and beyond. Here's all you need to know about Season 5 of The Last Kingdom. Release date. There's no indication on when The Last Kingdom Season 5 will be published, but despite the pandemic, the series has managed to keep to its normal production schedule, with filming wrapping in June 2021. However, due to the lengthy post-production process required to perfect the editing and visual effects, RadioTimes.com anticipates the show won't be available on Netflix until early 2022. Dreymon and his co-stars emerged in a social media video in April 2021, indicating that the team of The Last Kingdom had returned to Hungary to film the final season. Just one short month later, they revealed that The Last Kingdom would finish after its 5th season on Netflix, but fans had no idea that the team had one more surprise in store. "I enjoy this position," Dreymon said in a statement. "It's a dream come true to play Uhtred for 5 seasons, and I'm incredibly grateful for the opportunity to direct." The apparent end of The Last Kingdom sparked such a passionate fan backlash that a follow-up film was announced as the show's final hurrah just a few months later. Plot. So what can we expect to see this upcoming season and final season of The Last Kingdom? Well, in Season 4, we see Breida persuade Sigtryggr to seize Winchester for the Danes, which had been left vulnerable due to King Edward's absence. However, Uhtred agrees to be kidnapped in exchange for the release of King Edward's heirs, resulting in an uneasy peace. The contract is made with Sigtryggr, who receives the city of Efferwick and chooses Stiora to accompany him. Breida gives birth to her son in the woodland, while King Edward entrusts the care of Athelstan to Uhtred. Season 5 will almost certainly focus on the tense alliance between the Danes and the Saxons. King Edward's firstborn son, Athelstan, will be trained as a warrior by Uhtred. The ramifications by Stiora and Sigtryggr's tangled romance will likely be examined. King Edward will make a concerted attempt to bring England together. Breida is likely to try kill Uhtred and his comrades once more. We also believe that Breida's son's destiny will be disclosed. In addition, the 5th season will focus on the conclusion of Uhtred and Athelflaed's romance, as well as Uhtred's desire to return to his hometown of Bebbanburg. We're confident that The Last Kingdom's last season will be dramatic and unforgettable. Why is this the final season? Why did Netflix cancel The Last Kingdom after season 5, therefore ending the series? The popular series was renewed by the streaming service in July 2020, but 9 months later, it was confirmed that season 5 will be the final installment of the franchise. Fans may be wondering about Netflix's decision because The Last Kingdom has yet to release, and there's more source material to adapt. The Last Kingdom follows Uhtred, the warrior Bebenberg, Alexander Dreymon, the principal character in the story about the creation of England, and is based on Bernard Cornwell Saxon's story novels. From 2015-2017, the first 2 seasons of the series aired on BBC Two, while season 3 was exclusively available on Netflix. The tales from 2 books are adapted into each season of The Last Kingdom, with the 5th season focused on Warriors of the Storm and the Flamebearer. Many fans were startled when Netflix decided to discontinue the show because there are still 5 additional books in the franchise that have yet to be adapted to film or television. The series had great hopes of adapting every book in Cornwell's trilogy, and a committed fan base was eager to keep watching The Last Kingdom. The Last Kingdom was officially terminated by Netflix on April 30th, 2021, but no reason was given. Given that the streaming service is known for not renewing popular shows after 2 or 3 seasons, subscribers who aren't fans of the show may be surprised by the decision. Netflix has already canceled several original shows in 2021, including British shows such as The Duchess and The Irregulars. Critically praised shows like Tuca and Birdie and The OA have been canceled in the past, apparently due to low viewership, but Netflix rarely confirms or denies such claims. The cancellation of The Last Kingdom surprised many viewers, prompting some to campaign for more. That said, the cancellation by Netflix doesn't necessarily imply that the novel's whole story won't be adapted. The series finale paves the way for a film adaptation, which encompasses Cornwell's final 3 novels, War of the Wolf, Sword of Kings, and Warlord, which we now know is already in the works, as we stated. This will probably tie up all loose ends for viewers and fans of the series. Some questions we want answered in season 5. Where's Uhtred's missing son? Gisela, Perry Bowmeister, Uhtred's wife, bears him 3 children before dying, giving birth to their 4th, a son, in season 3. The lost child, on the other hand, wasn't even mentioned in season 4. Uhtred's son is missing, and fans want to know where he is. I'm not sure what happened to him. Young Uhtred, played by Finn Elliott, and Stiora, played by Ruby Hartley, Uhtred's 2 oldest children, are introduced to the audiences as teenagers. Hopefully, a new season will provide a much-needed answer regarding the destiny of the 3rd child. What will happen with Breida? Breida, played by Emily Cox, was last seen fighting Uhtred in Winchester after persuading Sigtrygr to conquer Wessex. She tries to kill Uhtred when she sees him because he didn't kill her the previous time she met and requested him to. Uhtred spares her life and instructs her to give birth to her child. What will become of Breida and her child? Will they join the Danes and go to another country? Will King Edward be able to live up to his father's reputation? Following King Alfred's, David Dawson's, death, his son, Edward, played by Timothy Ince, is crowned King of Wessex. He's been continuously comparing himself to his renowned father since then. Everyone else is comparing him to Alfred, and that really bothers him. Is he ever going to be able to live up to his father's reputation and legacy? Like his father, he has great potential to be a good king. And there you have it, everything you need to know about The Last Kingdom and the feature film that was recently announced following the 5th and final season of the popular series. Additionally, we touched on everything you need to know about the 5th and why it will sadly be the last. Make sure to let us know your thoughts down below. But if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe so you never miss any of our new and upcoming content. Thanks for watching.